What's up YouTube? Before I begin this video, I just wanna say that I know this E3 recap video is ridiculously late, and that some things said during this video may no longer be as relevant as they were in June, and I apologize for that. The original plan was to get these E3 recap videos done and uploaded by the end of E3, but unfortunately, the video editing software that I use stopped working. And since I don't have a consistent income, I had to wait a long time until I got enough money to pay the monthly fee to be able to use it again. To keep it 100, I thought about just Ctrl-Alt deleting this entire E3 recap series, and just trying again for next year's E3, but because I was almost done with creating these videos at the time my access to my video editing software expired, I decided to finish the series once I paid the monthly access fee. So again, I apologize for the delay on these E3 videos, and I hope that you enjoy them anyway. Thank you for watching in advance. What's up YouTube? Your boy UnCommonVision here, bringing you my thoughts on this year's E3. There was a lot of interesting shit, a lot of disappointing shit, and a lot of shit that I simply didn't give a fuck about. So, before I begin, let me throw out a few disclaimers. 1. I'm not gonna cover every press conference in this one video. Instead, I will dedicate one video for each of the E3 press conferences. 2. I'm not gonna cover every fucking detail of every fucking press conference in each video, cause then they would just be long ass boring ass videos, and I'd get disinterested in making each video as entertaining as possible if I did. However, I will put links in the description below for those interested in watching each press conference from each video. 3. To avoid copyright issues with this video series, I won't be showing a lot of content from E3. I'll mainly be sticking to a few clips and screenshots of trailers and gameplay in each video. Again, if you want to view every E3 press conference in its entirety, links will be provided in each video description. 4. My interests and your interests may differ. I may spend 5 seconds talking about one thing, and 5 minutes on another thing. So if this will be a problem for you, you have two options. 1. Share your opinions below so a discussion can be had. Or, 2. View someone else's video that matches your interests, cause I don't have the time or the patience to be dealing with no disrespectful ass bullshit on my channel. If you wanna joke around, have a conversation, discussion, or heated debate on my channel, that's cool, I'm all for it. But if you're gonna be disrespectful with it, you can miss me with that shit and go somewhere else. Having said all that, let's begin. Last Sunday, one day prior to the beginning of E3, EA held their EA Play press conference. During EA Play, they showed us a lot of shit that we already knew was coming out thanks to the ridiculous amount of leaks and rumors leading up to E3. Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, their annual sports games, and a brand new IP named Fi. Among those mentioned games, there were a few that interested me. One of them was Titanfall 2. Seeing that trailer for their single-player campaign was a pleasant thing to see, because it was something that was sorely missed in Titanfall 1. Sure, Titanfall 1 had missions with cutscenes and shit, but there was no meaning to them, other than find the enemy, kill the enemy, get Titan, destroy Titan, jetpack wall run jetpack wall run jetpack. That pretty much sums up the gameplay from the first Titanfall. And then good old Activision saw the game, thought it was a good idea to implement some shit from that game into a few of their Call of Duty games, and they made Call of Duty Titanfall Edition. But, I digress. In Titanfall 2, it'll be interesting to see where they go with the story mode, whether it ends on a cliffhanger for a possible Titanfall 3, and whether this new game, as a whole, provides players with a much better gaming experience than what the original Titanfall did. Another game that looked really good was Battlefield 1. The graphics of this game looked simply amazing, and the multiplayer gameplay that was shown looked like something I'll enjoy. Matter of fact, any game that has destructible environments like Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield 4, or Red Faction Guerrilla, I'm gonna pretty much enjoy it, cause I'm like the Black Michael Bay, I just like blowing shit up. Battlefield 1, from what I have seen so far, looks like it will have huge destructible multiplayer maps, which means that no cover is safe. So, if you think you're gonna be like Call of Duty, and snipe from atop of a building, no sir, that building will get blown the fuck up. This aspect of using the environment to your advantage is what I love most about games like these. I wish Titanfall 2 had destructible environments like that, but I highly doubt that any Titanfall game ever will. Moving along, the last game that caught my eye was FIFA 17, which was a surprise to me since I never been a big soccer fan or FIFA player. However, what intrigued me about FIFA 17 is that a story has been added into their career mode, just like you see in NBA 2K's My Career mode. Furthermore, the game will now be ran on the Frostbite game engine. This came as a surprise to me as well, because usually you just see the Frostbite game engine being used for franchises such as Mass Effect, Battlefield, and Need for Speed. So it'll be interesting to see how this new game engine affects gameplay. If it affects it positively, then I wouldn't mind seeing the Madden franchise ran on the Frostbite game engine as well. And speaking of Madden and their upcoming game, the one disappointing thing about this year's EA Play was the fact that there was no in-depth presentation of Madden 17, like in years past. Sure, you can YouTube Madden 17 gameplay and find out more about the game by other means, but come on. This is fucking E3. And Madden is one of EA's cash cows, and all I get is a fucking trailer, and some information about the Madden Championship and future Madden and FIFA tournaments that I flat out, did not give a fuck about. Really, EA? What kind of shit was that? Madden is one of the main reasons why I watch EA's E3 conference every fucking year. And for them to not show off any meaningful shit from the new Madden besides a weak-ass trailer, is like them asking if I want to see gameplay from Madden 17, and then have them say, "No, no, no." This is something that concerns me as a Madden player, cause if you're EA, and you aren't showing us some new improvements in Madden 17 at E3, which is probably the biggest video game stage of the year, if you aren't presenting something there that says, "Hey guys, Madden 17 is coming out soon, you better go and pre-order that shit," then it either means that, A, the game is nowhere near completion, even though it comes out in a little over 2 months from now. B, you haven't done much to improve the game as a whole, so it'll basically be a $60 roster update. C, you feel that you don't have to promote the game as much as you do Titanfall 2 or Battlefield 1 because it's the only NFL licensed game in the market, and you know people like myself will buy the shit anyway, just like people buy Call of Duty every fucking year. Or, D, all of the above. And being the pessimistic Madden player that I am, I'm putting my money on the latter. Well people, that wraps up my thoughts on this year's EA press conference. As always, feel free to share your opinions about EA Play. Will Madden 17 and EA's other upcoming sports titles fare well this year? Will Battlefield 1 shit on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? Will Mass Effect Andromeda ever get a fucking release date? Let me know in the comments below. So, until next time, this is UnCommonVision saying.